towards the pond. Alright, now I gotta prop it up. Welcome to the channel, guys. We're just out fishing. I've done caught about 8 bluegill, and we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this camera to sit straight. Sometimes it wants to, sometimes it don't. And now it's not gonna want to. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to prop it or what. Seems like it's awful low. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to get this thing adjusted. It is low. Alright. I don't know why it's not wanting to sit. It was sitting fine a while ago. I go live and the thing don't want to sit. You believe that? I don't know why it does it when I want to go live. I might have to find me a rock and prop it like it did the last time. Let me see what I can find. Give me just a second, guys. Should have got it all set and ready to go. Now we got to play with the phone. Well, I thought I had it. Thought I did. That's what I get to thinking. Maybe if I prop this side. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Trying to find the perfect rock. There just ain't no perfect rocks here, it don't look like. Maybe if I stack a couple rocks. Let's try that. Oh, come on. That's gonna work right there, I believe. Hopefully you guys can see good. If anybody comes in, welcome. We're trying to fish it. Like I said, we've done caught like 7 bluegill. It'll be in the other video that I'm posting. But we're gonna get right back at it. They've been biting pretty good. That away. Quick as I've been throwing it in, as a matter of fact, like now. And we got another one, guys, right off the bat. You're gonna see the fish right off the first hit. The first cast. Looky there, guys. The first one. Right here. Not a big one, but that's all right. All them count. As long as we get him on the bank, he counts. All right, buddy, grow up. Now we're gonna try again. They've been biting that pretty good at that corner. Right there. I did have my other reel out fishing for a while. It needs major work done on it. Something going on with it. I don't know what. Don't want to cast. Don't want to reel in. So we're back to my purple rod. Then we had a floater fill up with water. Don't know what was up with that. I don't know if they sunk it so many times that it just filled up with water or what. So we ended up having to change floaters. Then I decided to sling the rod behind me and catch the fence and tangle up my reel. Had to take a couple minutes to untangle. That was not a good thing. But they've been hitting pretty hard, so we've been reeling them in. Or trying to anyways. Like this one, we missed him. But he tried to steal the worm. But there's a lot of junk built up down by the culvert today. So we're catching a lot of green junk. And we're having to untangle the reel every couple minutes because of the junk. All that junk to the pond's building up in here. So we're back trying to keep the crap off the reel and trying to catch them. So far, like I said, we've caught about 8. The wind's so heavy today, though, and it's hard to get where you want to go, especially with a floater, because it keeps catching your floater and blowing it the other direction. I don't want to put another sinker on there. because then I'm going to sink my floater. So you don't want a sinking floater because then you can't tell when they bite. And I got to be able to see when they bite. I can't do it at the bottom fishing. I used to be able to, but not anymore. I can't see my reel when it goes down. I got to be able to see that floater go. But I think we ended up in a bad spot this time. Bad cast, and then caught the reel. Throwed us into the bank, so we're going to have to try to reel it in and go back out. But about every time we go in and out, though, we got a bunch of junk that builds up our worm. We have to keep clearing the reel off. Well, that was not a good cast either, but we'll leave it there for a moment and see what happens. I think the worm ended up on top of the bobber. He did. Something happened. It turned around finally. I've been trying to get it past all this junk today because that debris stuff keeps moving in and out. It's up under the culvert good right now. And right in front of me. You get a lot of junk from the other pond. And it's coming into this one. But it's staying right here in front of me today. Normally it's back some, but right here today it's right here in front of us. So the fish has been iffy. In certain spots they won't bite at all, especially if there's any of that junk around. I don't know if they can't see the worm or what, but over that way has been pretty good today. Right in that area. I would fish on that side, but like I said, I ain't got to where steady to put my tripod. And at least up here I got a good solid place to put my tripod. I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. No, I don't. I let him get off. I'll be darned. See how they spit them hooks out, guys? These hooks is not what they used to be. Years ago, when you got one on there, you had him. These ain't got that claw no more, and they get right off. They spit the hook right out. It's annoying because you lose a lot of fish that way. But it's good relaxing time anyways. Because I thought I was on here about 30, 40 minutes on the last video. Come to find out it was an hour already before I even knew it. So your time flies when you're out fishing. You never know how quick the time goes. But I decided to take the day off from recording and decided to go fishing instead. Thought I'd come fishing and do some fishing today. Because I walked so much yesterday filming, I'm tired today. This is relaxing time. Here's a second one, guys, while on live stream. Now, he tried to claw me. Well, not claw me, but gill me, or whatever you want to call it. He's trying to be a meanie. I like how they don't swallow the hook, though. I've been pretty fortunate. I ain't had any do that. I don't like to hurt them or kill them because of them swallowing the hook. And if you got one and he's floating when you're done, then you've killed it because it ain't going to live. It's going to die. Of course, in this pond, I'm sure it'd get eaten by carp or one of the geese or something that lands, but still, I just don't like to hurt them. Especially if I'm not eating them, and I don't eat any of them. The only fishing I do is Captain D's or Long John Silver's. Now, they do get a job on their fish. Occasionally, I'll have a fish sandwich at Arby's when they're on sale. We got to wait till they're on sale, though, because if not, they're expensive. I think they seen that there's not much worm, and they're not going to bite it this time. They see a bit of that hook. They don't like to bite either. I've noticed that here. But that other pond I showed you earlier today will be one that we'll be doing some fishing at. Very beautiful pond. We'll be going there some. Well, he got it quick as I threw it in, guys. I didn't even have time to throw it and land it. I didn't even set my reel down. Another bluegill right here. I didn't even get the reel set down on that one. He was hitting it quick. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Come back and see me when you're a little bigger. I didn't even get the reel set down on that one. Sometimes they hit them like that. They bite quick like that. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. I think I had another one there and I let him get off. I couldn't tell for that little bit of wind and that riffle in the water. That shuffling of water, it's hard to tell sometimes. I think he might have got the worm. Nah, he didn't get it. Trying to get back in the same area after that wind at the moment. We got a pretty windy day. I've got another one, guys, I think. Yeah, this is another one. He's a fighter, boy. He's a fighter, this one is. This one's a fighter. Oh, he's a nice one, too. Nice size one. See that one, guys? Got a nice one here. Some of them bluegill boys give you a good fight. This one sure did. He's a good fat one, too. He's a healthy one. He is a healthy one. Well, we'll toss him on back. Let somebody else catch him another day. I sometimes wonder if you catch the same fish at times, though. They nutted it again because I threw it in. I wasn't ready, though, because something hung up on the reel. I might take my reels apart and clean them real good and put some new string in them and give them a good oil job. They're getting to where they don't want to cast. But this crud stuff that's in this pond keeps it a lot of times from it. I got another one, I think, guys. Yeah, we do. We have another one that quick, guys. They're all of a sudden biting. Another bigger one, I think. He's been in the reel enough. Of course, I got 5 pound of moss on it, too. Another one, nice one right there. I don't know how many that makes, 4 or 5 already. Just in that little time. I've not even had time to even look and see who all come in because I can't stop catching fish long enough. Which is a good thing when you're fishing. Oh, he tangled the hook up in his lip. Let's see what happens here. We got it out. All right, buddy. And believe it or not, I just barely got a bite of worm on there. I'm surprised they ain't pulled it off. The next one probably will. But that's all right. I'm ready to put a new one on. But we're not going to do it yet. We're going to see if we can catch one more with that little piece of nothing on there. The reel don't want to cast now. It's got something going on, a malfunction. It's got a kink in the string or something. I'm going to have to pull it out a minute. He hit it hard there, so he probably got it. Nah. But we're going to have to cast it real quick if we can't get it untangled. There's something going on here. I think it's got so much junk in the eyes of it already. It's built up so much crud. There we go. There's nothing on it, so I know they ain't going to bite it. I just wanted to cast it one good time to maybe get it unkinked. Because all this junk bringing it in, it's messing up the reel. It's got, if you can see right there, look at the mud and the crap that's building up on the reel from it. It's awful today. Now all this crud and garbage is causing it to jam up. I could bypass it by going to the side, but like I said, there's really not nowhere to set your tripod up. Then you got to figure out how you're going to do that. And I'd rather just stay up here on the wall and fish in the wall. So now we're going to go with a new worm and try our luck. And they'll probably hit it as quick as I throw it. And I won't even have time to sit it down again. That's what's been happening. Which I'd rather it be like that than not. Because it does get boring if you don't catch nothing. Yeah, another hit right then. Just quick as I threw it down, guys. Threw it in. The one just jumped up there, a big fish. He probably stowed the worm that quick. No, he didn't get the worm, but we missed him. We did miss him. But see, every time I reel it in, all that junk, it's hard to fish when you got a bunch of junk. Every time you throw a reel, every time I throw it, I'm getting a bunch of junk. Every time. And it's on the end of the reel. That's what the problem is. See how it's building up on the end of the reel? That stuff is not good. It messes up your fishing. Now we're going to go out and try again. Now that we got the junk off the reel. Of course, it didn't go where I wanted it to, but that's all right. We'll try it there one time. See what happens. Don't look like we're going to get any bite, though. Don't look like they want to bite there. I did have a big carp in here swimming earlier, keeping me from being able to catch anything. And big old carp that's in here. There's some pretty good sized ones. Yeah, we got over there where it ain't gonna do no good now. We're gonna have to get over the other way. Seems like they're only biting in that way. They're not biting this way. They're biting to the left instead of the right. But see, quick as I throw it in, I get a bite. But if it goes to the right, they don't bite. I don't know why. Crazy, ain't it? Yeah, he probably got the worm. He probably got it. No, he didn't get it all. He got most of it. But he didn't get it all. It's a beautiful day out here today. I don't know what it's like where you're at. But here today, we got like 72 degrees and beautiful. Not too hot, not too cool. Beautiful day for fishing. Would have been a beautiful day for recording the cemetery, but after yesterday, I figured I'll take a break today. So I took a break today. I've had some swelling in my legs, right leg, so I've been trying to get it to go down. So I've kind of been taking it easy today. Well, not really taking it easy. I just decided not to do all the walking today. We got another one, guys, I think. If we get him in, he may get off before we get him in. You never know. He did. He got off right there at the bank. So we can't count him. He let go right at the bank. So we can't count him. Cannot count him. Never count the one that falls off, do you? You do when your kids is there. When they're little, you count the ones for the kids, but not when the grown-ups. That was another bluegill, too. Wasn't a bass. No bass has been biting today. Or not what time I've been here. Not for me, anyways. I don't know if anybody else has fished today or not. Not since I've been here. He might have got the worm. But we got a bunch of this junk anyway, so. Yeah, he got the worm. I figured he did. He stopped biting. There was a reason. Nothing left to eat. Nothing left to eat. Let's see. Some of my worms is not too healthy. Put them in the refrigerator, and I guess my refrigerator is pretty cold because they didn't weather too well. So we've been trying to use them up. I wish they sold little red worms, but nobody has little red worms. All they want to sell you is these big night crawlers, and they're a lot more expensive than the red worms for some reason. And you have to keep ripping them. I don't like having to tear them, but you can't put a whole worm on there because it's too big. So I use about an inch at a time. maybe a ½ inch if it's real fat. Because I try to get it to where they have something to at least try to hook to, you know what I mean? Now this one we are going to be able to get in, I believe. He's going to stay on until we get him up. And there's another one. All right, guys. We're reeling them in. All right, buddy. Give me my hook. What you got going on? You can keep the worm if you have to. Just give me my hook. If you want the worm, you can have it. But you didn't keep it, so I appreciate that. So we get to try to catch another one with it. Almost got another one that quick, guys. But I missed him. That was me missing him. He bit good. Now he might have got it. Because he did hit it good. And I was playing games with the reel. We'll give it just a second to see. Don't want to reel it in too quick. I always try to give him a little bit of chance to see if there's still a piece of worm on there. I believe he got it because it just went dead. I believe he might have got it. Let's see what if he did. He did. He did. Well, no, he left a little piece. He did leave a little piece. We might try again with that little piece. We'll try one time anyways. What's it gonna hurt, huh? Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's try it again. I usually move my reel a time or two to let him see. Ah, he did try. I missed him, but he tried. Missed him twice. I think I got some more of that junk built up at the eye of my reel, and it's not reeling in good at the moment. I can see it going down the string, and it's at my tip of my eye, at my reel, and I got it all over my hook again. I'm gonna have to take 5 seconds to clean it all off, or we ain't gonna catch nothing. Because it's interfering with the reeling of the reel. The reeling of the reel, it is interfering with. It's coming up the reel and the string. Get off of there. Alright, we got it now. It comes off fairly easy, it's just annoying. If that scuzz would get out of here quicker, it'd be a lot better, but it ain't going to. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Oh, thanks, worm. He just left all of his insides on my hands. I'm gonna have to wipe my hands off directly because they're getting pretty scuzzy from the fish and from the worms. And then the next thing you know, you can't catch nothing because you're trying to get the scuzz out of your way. They always hit it when I ain't looking for a moment. That one there hit it and took off with it, and he's on it, but I don't think I'm going to get him, and I think he's going to get off before he gets here. It's going to be another bluegill, but he's got 10 pounds of stuff on him. See that? Can't see the fish for the junk. That's what's making it hard to reel in. All that junk. That's a decent sized one. Another decent sized one there. I don't even know how many that makes now. I've quit counting. I've quit counting and started catching. How's that sound? We don't want to count, we just want to catch. Oh, I missed him. Can't believe I missed him. That was a good hit too. Good hit on it. He probably got the worm because he hit hard. Some of them worms is not in the best of health. Yeah, I think he got it. He might have got it because that was a pretty good hit. That and all that stuff on there, he can't see it. Come back here. But he got the worm. He got every piece of it. Whew, there must be a farmer working on his field. Smells just like cow. Well, poopy down here. We're going to give him a little bit of a wiggle of a worm. Let's see if we can catch something maybe a little bit bigger this time. Give him a little bit more. If he holds still long enough for me to put him on the hook, he does want to wiggle. All right, bee, go away. I done told you I don't like bees, I don't like bugs, I don't like snakes, and I don't like spiders either. I've run into more snakes this year than I have the whole time I've been in Ohio. Seems like every time I turn around, I'm running up on a snake this year. And if that's a sign of something, we're in trouble, because I've seen a bunch. Everybody says it's going to be a bad winter here. I don't know. Said every time everything's like it is now, it's always worse in the wintertime. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I think we got another one, guys, and he is going all over the place. He went from one side of the pond to the other. But we got another one right here, a nice size one here. Another nice one right here. And if you was eating them, that'd be the size you want right there. That way you don't have to clean as many and you don't have to work as hard, and you got a piece of meat when you're done. He wasn't able to get the worm. He tried. And we're going to try him again back over there. There's some pretty good sized bluegill in that corner over there for some reason. I'll try. Well, the reel didn't cast this time. Gonna have to see what's going on with that. That junk's getting inside of it and it messing it up. We're gonna try, and we weren't even gonna clean it off this time. Yeah, it's not wanting to cast at the moment. Dang it! Come on, you. And then I got one on there trying to pull the worm off, and he got it by the time I'm fooling with the rod. So he probably got it already. The rod's throwing a fit at the moment because of all this junk. Seems like every time I throw it out once, come bring it back in, I gotta fight this stuff off of it. I might take the reel apart when I get home, put some oil in it, and clean it all out. It's got all that junk built up in it now. It's not one to cast, it's a flop at the moment. I let him get off. I missed that one, guys. You see that? You see how I missed that one? He was on there, but I let him get. But them hooks right there, what I'm talking about, them hooks, they just spit those hooks right out. And then you don't have the fish. I think there's a little piece of worm left on there. We'll try right there. Well, they hit it just quick as you throw it in there. Wasn't ready for him, not that quick. And he probably got it because it wasn't barely hanging on there. Barely hanging on there, and I bet he got it. Yeah, he got it. I can tell by the row on it in. He got it. Well, we caught some more of that green junk. That counts for anything. Catching plenty of that today. I don't know how that stuff gets in a pond. But boy, once it gets in there, if you don't clean your pond out every so many years, it builds up so thick in there you can't really do nothing with them. I've seen it ruin many a ponds. That and that cattails, or cattails, or whatever you call them things. I mean, it's all right to have them in one corner to, give the little fish a place to hide and stuff like that. But when you get too much of that stuff in your pond, it just ruins one. I know years ago, down south, a lot of people would take and cut trees down in their ponds to let fish be able to hide and breed and have babies and stuff or whatever in them. But after a while, then it starts getting annoying when you get too much stuff in your pond. Man, that was a good hit. I bet he got it quick. He nailed it as quick as he threw it in there. I think I might let him get off. Darn it! That's twice I let him get away. I bet he got it too. Bet he got the worm. Come on. He did. I knew he did that good of a hit, and me missing it. Yeah, we'll throw another piece on there. See what goes on with it. Like I said, I give him about a piece, about an inch long, half inch. Depends on how fat it is. But I don't try to feed it straight up the hook, because if you do, they just pull it right off. You got to kind of feed it up the hook and then zigzag it to get them to stay on. Especially if your worms is kind of a little bit mushy, like these are, after being in the refrigerator. They're hitting good today, though. They're biting really good. I'm just missing them. And then your nose always has to itch when you got worm stuff all over your hands where you can't scratch your nose. uh, Gotta love it, though. Yeah, I think he already got the worm. I can't believe that. He did. That sure as me sitting here today, he got it, buddy. Dude, you don't have to rip it up. You're right there. Gotta make them sound cool, I guess. All right, worm, quit moving on me. I like it when you try to put a worm on, they try to take an escape from you while you're trying to feed it on your hook. We're gonna pull this on out. Then we're gonna cut it off and reattach. It took just a minute to get it set back up. That's what happens when you keep fishing in this old scuzz. You have to work on your reels. Causes you to miss fish. But downtime is what it's called. But we'll get it back up and running in a moment. We hope. Oh, it's tangled up down here. I see where it's tangled up there. Uh, My problem is, and I'm doing this right here, is half the time I don't see the eyes to run their string back through. That could be a pain, trying to figure out where the highball is. I have missed a top eye before and run them right up the corner of it. Not intentionally, but couldn't see it. So we ran it to the side and messed it all up. Yeah, he definitely got me tangled up here. Made a mess. Ended up having to break it off. But we're going to be right back at it in a moment. We ain't going to let it hold us up. We're going to do something we normally don't do, though. We're going to just kind of splice it together at the moment. I don't want to waste my time. All right, we're back at it, guys. We just kind of tied it together because we're going to have to tear the reel apart anyways to fix it all. So we're going to throw another worm back down and get right back at it. We're not going to let it keep us down. That's one thing with fishing. You just do whatever you got to do to get it back up and running. You don't let something tie you down and mess up your fishing day. Although the reel's acting up big time, but it's all the scuzz that's in it. That piece of worm, boy's about had it. It ain't got no wiggle left. We got one little piece of it left. All right, guys, we're back at it. We'll see what happens. I think part of the worm slung off, though, when I casted it. Because that worm's pretty rough. In fact, I may have slung it all off. No, I didn't. There he's biting. If it's trying to catch a carp that's going up and down through their fish, most times they won't bite. I've done that before, try to run one down and keep trying to catch it. Usually they're not hungry. Unless it's a bass and you just accidentally land on him. He might bite. Otherwise they don't. I think that already got that piece of worm because it was not pretty solid worm. It was pretty flimsy. He was pretty well done in. He was a pretty done in piece. He's still on there, some of it. He ain't got no wiggle in him, that's for sure. His wiggle is done wiggled. I'm going to go ahead and put the other piece of it on there. I think they got too hot after I got them out of the fridge. Yeah, that container there is empty. So we're going to have to make sure we pick it up. And that ball of string that I had to take off the reel. Don't never leave nothing behind. All right, we're back at it, guys. Let's see if anything happens. I know the wind's getting cooler. The wind's picked up a lot here in the last little bit. I think we're next up. A piece just pulled me under. If it don't go that one way though, they don't bite for some reason today. I don't know why. If it don't go to the left, they're not biting. Something just moved right over here to the right. I don't know what, but something did. bite right there, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get in that grass and then we'll get tangled again. So we're not far out there now, just right at the bank almost. See, I just picked up a bunch more of that junk going to that side too. I'm gonna hold it right here a minute just to see something. The water's starting to twirl though quite a bit, I've noticed. So something might come out of the culvert in a minute. That's what I'm hoping. One of them big bass come in there and do some hitting. Dude, I think your truck's about blowed up. Doesn't sound too healthy. I went right back there. That wind really caught catching it now. It got me right back in that grass again. Yeah, it's not doing too good over that way. Not doing too good over that way. Something just jumped right over there at the bank. I'm gonna leave that piece of worm on there a minute. Oh, darn it. Get off of there. Get that junk off the end of the reel so I can get it to cast. There's where we want to be, right there. That area. It lets you in to see. Not only that, they've been biting that away. There's a turtle head just popped up right over there. See the turtle head on over about 10 feet? He just went under, went up and went under. So I got a turtle over here messing around now. Close to my reel. I missed that one a couple times. And I bet he got the worm because it was not on there good. Not much of a worm either. Nah, well, he got a lot of it anyways. He got enough of it. That turtle keeps bouncing his head over there. I'll try right over there a little bit. Got to bite it quickly, threw it in, guys. Do you see that? I think he's too little to keep on the reel, though. Either he's too smart. Could be that. Could be too smart for Tony to catch, huh? Because he sure bit it enough times, that's for sure. Come on. I hate it when that stuff keeps tangling up to your hook, though. It's annoying. Let's see if these other worms look any better. Oh, yeah, they look much healthier. Which I can't stay too awfully much longer. But a little bit anyway. I don't know. I can't even get these to break. They're so tough. I'm pulling, and he's stretching and stretching. See how good we do with this. This is a better looking worm. Tougher piece. Well, we ain't gonna catch nothing that way. I just beat him to death. Dang it, the reel slid out of my hand. At least I didn't throw it in the water. I let him get off. He was on there though. I think he had the worm instead of the hook though. And he may have stripped it. He may have stripped it. No, he didn't strip it, but he got most of it. Well. We'll try again. They're hitting as quick as I throw it in the water. I want to get a drink of water myself. I can in a minute. Might have to hold it out just a minute just to get a drink. You think you got the worm? Not yet. I thought he had too. I thought he had got the worm. All right, little turtle. I see you over there. Keep popping your head up. I don't know what I'd do if I caught one of them, because I don't know how you would even get them off without getting bit. A snapping turtle? I don't think I'd want to catch one. Them little dudes can be mean. There's another one right here. Right over here to the right keeps poking his head up. I've seen two in here poking their head up in the last little bit. I guess they figure they're going to eat too. I wasn't ready for him. I got that one, I think. Oh, he's a little bit bigger one. He ain't a bigger one, he's a fighter. There he is, finally. We finally got one. Took a bit, but we got one this time. We played with enough of them, that's for sure, this time. We caught a bunch in a row, and then all of a sudden it went dead. Didn't catch any. Then we got a bunch of fighters now. Usually the way it goes, though, you either catch a bunch at a time, or you don't catch nothing. Then it'll die off, then all of a sudden it'll come back. What in the world? Alright, let's try again. Try again, I guess. Maybe the wind won't catch the reel as we throw it. Ooh, that is not a good throw. That was almost in the bank. We'll try right there then, if that's where it wanted to go. The wind caught it about the time I go to throw it. That wind catches it, that floater just blows it wherever. I could probably put another sinker on there and prevent that. So the problem is, then I got to worry about if it sinks the floater. I don't want to sink the floater. I done got one over here gaining water for some reason. I don't know if it's cracked or what happened to it. All right. That's a little bit better. At least it's not against the bank. Oh, wow. That one there hit it hard. Went right on her too, didn't he? He went right on. Now that one there went right on. There's another one. Oh, come on, guy. Get a little splash happy. Let's get the hook out of you. Hold still. Try to do it calmly where you don't end up getting hurt. That's the last thing we want to do is hurt a fish. All right, come on. Let's see what happens. I can't really tell when they bite when that ruffles with water like that, though, because you can't really see what's going on. I did see that because he went under with it a little bit. We got another one, guys. Another fighter. Oh, he got off. And he made it slam into the bank. I mean, the floater into the wall. So I bet he messed my floater up. I don't know what he done to my floater. He was on there though, but he got off. So we can't count him. That's all right. We won't count him. That's not a good cast there. That wasn't a good one. We ain't caught that one. It's not that right though. They ain't biting today. I don't know why. We missed him. He did bite good though. And he got the worm too. No? Oh, no. That junk at the end of the reel again. Causing it not to reel in. The whole eye is full of that junk. Yuck. Yucky, yucky. Yucky. Yeah, he got the worm. I couldn't see the worm or the hook because of the green stuff. Alright, where are you at? Trying to use the same worm now. We don't want to rip apart too many of you. Have to buy new worms before Sunday. Hopefully by Sunday. I don't think we got any no real rain in the forecast. By then they'll be a lot more hungrier than what they are right now. The bass and stuff will be biting then. Hopefully. Right now they still got a bunch of junk moving through the water to eat. That surprised me they're biting as good as they are. They've got a lot of debris in there to eat for sure. A lot of junk falling from the grass clippings and the scuds from the coverts. Oh, he took it way under. We got him, but I mean, he went way under with it. He's another fighter. He'll probably get off before he gets here because he is fighting so hard to not be caught. But we got him. There he is, guys. Another one. There he is. Another fishy fish. Oop. He wanted to make a splash. He's going to splash his way on out of here. How many people got in? Got anybody in? It looks like we had 6 at one time. Thanks for coming in. I don't mean to ignore you. I'm just, if I leave my reel for a second, I'm afraid they're going to take it off in the water. Boy, they're biting. Oh, ooh, I missed him, guys. Did you see that? I let it fly right out of his mouth. That was my fault there. I pulled it right out of his mouth. And he stowed my worm that quick. Look at that crap. I want you to look at that. That's some hungry little fishes. There's some hungry ones in here today. They're hungry. They are hungry. Surprising me. Like I said, with all the debris. And I'll try to, if I can remember. I always say I'm going to do something, then I forget to do it. Like in my last video. I sat there and done that sketching thing down at the cemetery. You know how we used to take the paper and lean it up against the stone and take a pencil when you wanted to find out what one said. And I told them when I got done, I'd show them all 3 of them what we done and how it turned out. And I forgot to show them. So I can't take a picture and add it in there because I don't know how to do all that. So it's kind of like I lied. I didn't intentionally do it. I forgot. I forget things easy. If I say something, I forget it 5 seconds later. So, and half the time I don't even know what I said when I say it. That's why I like about texting. That way I can go back and say, well, I said this. Yeah, I did say that because it's here in the text. But if it's words I speak, 9 chances out of 10 I'm going to forget it. Not intentionally, though. Not intentionally. Oh, that didn't go good at all. Didn't go far at all. These reels have just got too much junk in them. I keep missing him. And I still missed him. Nah, he's on her, I guess. He's a fighter. He is a fighter. Oh, he's a nice one. Look how nice that one is. If anybody's in there. Look how nice that one is. That's a nice sized bluegill. That's the ones you won't eat if you're going to eat them. Nice big ones. You got a meal and a good fillet when you're done. If you eat them. Take all them little bones out. Because I know some people used to cook them and eat the little bones. I ain't eating no little bones. I get strangled easy. That's supposed to be one of the better fish to eat. That, I think they call it a crappie, which I've only caught like one crappie in my life. I've never had no luck catching crappie. I've never was a crappie catcher. I don't even really ever fish for them. I don't fish for anything in particular. I just fish for whatever bites.
That's a big bass.
Whatever bites. That kid said on the bus, catch a big bass. I hope they don't bring the kids to the club. Hopefully he's just turning around. That would not be good for the bus driver to bring the kids to the club. Might have been meeting his parents or something here. Come here, worm. Where you going? Get on there. There went the lid in the dang water, dang it. Well, we ain't gonna be able to get that out. It'll go right back up under the covers. I'm trying to get a worm on. The lid just fell right in the water, guys. I don't like that at all. Where'd he go? Went right underneath the culvert. Wow, that quick. The water's swirling in a circle, so I took it right under the culvert. Well, won't be getting that lid back. Got a little bit of wind just in that 2 seconds. I'm telling you, between the fish biting and the dang wind blowing, you ain't got time to breathe. And he probably got that worm that quick. I think that's a bigger fish. I don't believe that's what I've been catching. But something's not adding up over there in that corner. Did he get the worm? No, not yet. This thing don't want to cast where the flops and all that crud's in it. It's having a hard time casting. We got him. If he stays on. If he gets off, they don't count him. Of course, we ain't count him anyways. We done lost count. He's not a big one. He's just a small one. Just a small one. A baby. He's a baby. He's a minnow. Grow up, buddy. But he didn't get the worm, so that was a good thing. Well, that didn't cast worth a flop, but we'll leave it there. See what happens. That didn't go worth a dime. Today's not been a good day. We're going to have to clean the reels before we go Sunday for sure. Because this thing ain't up to par. They ain't up to par. They are not doing what they're supposed to. Not like they're supposed to. I think he got the worm already. I think he done got the worm, guys. No, he didn't get the worm. I don't think. No, he didn't get it all. He got some of it. He got some of it. I think that was a bite. I couldn't tell for the wind. Yeah, that is. You ain't got 2 seconds. Throw it in there. He's on there. He don't get off. This one's not too. This one's a fighter, but he's not fighting the right direction. He's just giving in too much. He's a nice one, size one. Not as big as that one, but he's a nice one. That's pretty good. You park the school bus and go to the club. Wow. Shirley, I hope you ain't having no drinks in there driving that bus when you're done. I think we got another one, guys, that quick. We do, guys. We got another one that quick. Remember what I said about when they bite quick? And there's another one that quick. We just caught one. Here's another one. Wow. That was a nice size one there. Now another nice size one. I might have to check the time. I gotta pick up my daughter-in-law. Now we're gonna lose the reel because of the not wanting to cast. Uh, that's better than what it was, I guess. Oh, I missed him. You see him bite as quick as I threw it in there? Burning them up. Or they're burning me up, actually. I think they're getting the upper hand on me today. I got a few of them, but they got an upper hand on me big time. Of course, the scuzz is going to end up moving out of here by the time I get ready to leave. Let me see if it's still. No, there's a worm still on there. A piece of it or anyways. Because they're biting it. All right, well, let's try again then. We'll let them try it if they want to try it. Try it. It amazes me how much they've been biting today, because I figure with all this stuff going in the water, they wouldn't bite that good today. Especially when I seen the culvert and it was like this. I was like, oh no. Today's going to be a bad day for trying to fish. But it's been pretty good, actually. I caught like 5 before I started the video, or 6, I don't know exactly. I can't remember. And then I caught what I've caught since I've been on here fishing. I don't know how many that's been. I have no idea. I just quit counting. I figured it was easier just to catch them instead of count them. You know what I mean? So we quit counting and just started catching. He might have got the worm already, because there wasn't much on there. No, he didn't get it, but we missed him. Trying to reel this thing in. I don't want to swing every time, because if you do, then you're going to end up busting your floater. They got one little piece on there, and they're still trying to get it. We'll go right back here and see if they want to keep trying to for it. I mean, if they want to keep trying, I'll let them keep trying. I don't care. We'll let them try. Come on. You want to try? Keep trying. So you're going to try. So he's trying to get me in that grass again and then not get messed up. Alright. We're going to have to call that worm on that one. Done. Oh, there ain't no worm left on that one. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have to call it done. Ain't got no worm. He done stole it all. All right. I'm gonna try a couple more pieces here. I can't believe we ain't caught a bass today, though. I figured a bass, one bass would bite at least. No bass today. None. No bass at all today. But a reel full of junk for sure. Definitely got a reel full of junk today. Oh, stuff's got my reel so tangled up it don't even want to cast. I'm gonna see what time it is. If I get my phone to work long enough. My one shut down, so it's 5:52. Gonna have to hurry up and get finished collar fishing done. I'm gonna go about 8 more minutes and I'll have to quit, I guess. Oh well, it is what it is. He was on there and I didn't even wasn't even expecting it. I just started reeling her in. He started pulling. That happens occasionally. He probably pulled the worm right off by doing that. I wasn't even expecting that. I was just trying to reel it in. He was already on there pulling. Yeah, maybe we'll catch one more before I have to leave. We'll see. I had him and let him get out twice. They've been biting pretty good today. Surprises me. It's a pretty good pond for fishing. Especially if you just want to catch bluegill, bring your family, come and just kill time and fish. Have fun, let the kids catch fish. Let them see what they can catch. I mean, it's a good time. It really is. Especially when you're catching big ones like that right there. That's a nice one. Ow. He's trying to stab me. All right, buddy. We're done with you. We just needed you for a moment. I try to keep them back in the water as quick as possible too. I don't like to leave them out long because you might liable to kill them. I want you to look. I didn't even get it to sit down there, and he was pulling it. He had the worm though instead of the hook, but I wasn't even ready for him. I got something going on there. I was trying to look at it. Couldn't even get in the water. Try that again. When I'm ready, not when I'm not ready. I was trying to straighten up the reel for a moment. It didn't want to cast. Now you don't want to bite when I'm ready for you. You want to wait till I'm not ready. Trying to get this thing to cast back out good. There's a better one. That's a better cast. You got a little more room to try to swing them. If you get them right up here at the bank, you got room to work them. You know what I mean? I try to get back far enough where I got room to work a fish a few times. That way I got a few times, like that to miss. And I still got him in the water. Which I missed him 3 times. I keep missing them. My reflexes ain't as good. I got him that time, I think. Took a moment, but we got him. That's he's kind of small. There he is. He's kind of small. He gave us a fit though, didn't he? He didn't want to come out. He didn't want to cooperate. I like it when they cooperate a little bit. I like a fight, but I don't like to get it to where they get hurt any. Ah, this thing went buried. I didn't want it. Well, I'll try it there a moment. I didn't want it that side though, because they ain't been biting good there. Oh, this time he did. He hit it hard, and I missed him. I did miss him. Uh, yeah, we missed him twice. I don't want to be doing all that junk. That's caused me enough problems. He about got the worm off there. That's what he's doing, pulling that worm. He ain't pulling the hook, he's pulling the worm. All right, let's try this again. Right back in that same stupid area. This thing's getting tangled and don't want to work right. Time you pull it, it wants to sling. I want you to look. He grabbed that worm right off there. He grabbed that worm as quick as he hit it. It's all right. We got one more piece right here I can try to use. I ain't gonna, probably ain't gonna rip another one. Not for what time I got left. They get them worms on there though, and they grab a hold of that hook and they pull them right off the edge of it. Because these hooks ain't worth a flop. And then you can't catch them, they just let them right back out. Well, that wasn't a good throw, but it's better than nothing. I think he's even on there. Well, he was, and I let him get off. He was on. He had it pulled the whole way up, and see, he had the worm. And he spit the worm back out. He just robbing you bait. That's all he had was the worm. Dang it. We're going to put it back on there, try it again. But he had the worm and he was just pulling at the worm. He was pulling at the worm. I let him, I didn't have too much slack in the line that time. That was my fault. That was my miss there. That wasn't nothing but my miss because I had too much slack in the line. And I wouldn't doubt that he didn't get the worm in that slack. I would not doubt it. I do believe he did. I'm about to move forward in my chair. My legs are going to sleep. Oh, I get a Charlie horse. Don't you just hate it when you sit down and you get Charlie horses in your legs? Then of course they're gonna bite while I'm fooling with this. And we caught another one, guys. Not a big one, but another one. But don't knock the camera in the water next. I had to get up because I have Charlie horses in my legs for a moment. All right, we're gonna try one more time with the same bait because he didn't get it. So here we go again. We're gonna try again, guys. I believe we got another one, guys. No, he got off, dang it. He just pulled it and pulled right off. Pulled it and pulled right off on me. Yeah, we got this junk all over us. We get covered with the green stuff. Got that green stuff going, falling everywhere. Dripping and bouncing. Got it all over me and all over the ground. I pulled in so much seaweed today, or whatever you want to call it. I feel like I pulled in pounds of it. Pulled in a bunch of it today. Oh, I missed him. And I caught that grass again. Once you catch that piece of blade of grass over there, I'm going to have to tromp that down next time I come. That one blade of grass keeps catching me every time I cast that away. And that's the wind keeps blowing it that away every time. They ain't that close, you can't get enough room to get a good swing. And he got the worm. Sure did. Oh, darn it. Alright. Let me see if I got one more piece. I thought I had one more piece broke out. I really don't want to break another worm. Here's one that don't look too healthy. We'll take a piece of him. We'll try one more time, one more worm. Then we're gonna call her quits. I gotta get home and get ready to pick my daughter-in-law up. All that fun stuff. Maybe get some dinner. Been here for a bit. And of course, been to the cemetery before I was here, so been gone most of the day. So yeah, time to get home. Hopefully won't get another Charlie horse in my legs. That did not feel good. I don't think he's on. I think he's just playing with a worm. I missed him. Darn it. And I bet he got the worm. He did. The only thing with them little robbers like that, they like to steal your bait and run. Come on. Some of them worms, too, are hard to tear. The more you pull on them, it seems like the more they stretch and the harder they are. Alright, this is the last piece. We're going to get our containers gathered up. We're going to take 5 seconds to get a drink of water, though. Been needing a drink for an hour. And then we're going to take the rest of our water and wash our hands a minute. They are so nasty. Can't even move my fingers. Good thing I always bring extra bottles of water and stuff with me, so you can wash it off. All right, now we're on our last one. This is our last go around right here. So if we miss him, we miss him. But we're gonna try one more right here. We're gonna give them a moment, and then we're gonna see if they bite. It's getting later in the evening. It's like almost, well, it's after 6 or close to 6 p.m. So yeah, it's time to head home. Probably shouldn't even put that worm on. Be my luck, they probably won't even bite it. Now I'll have to pull it off. No, he's biting it. He's pulling on it. It's probably just a worm, not the hook. Oh, he got something. We got a fighter. We got a fighter. He's not a big one, but he's a fighter. Oh, he got off right there. Right there in that muck. And he's got a piece of a worm left. So let's try one more time. Maybe they'll take it on off. If they take it off this time, we're done. Come on. Somebody take that other piece off. There, we got another one. Now, maybe we'll get this one in. It would be nice to end on a fish coming in, wouldn't it? Instead of, ending with not catching one. And then there we are. We caught him. But he's still got worms, so we're going to have to try one more time. But that would have been the end fish, but there's still quite a bit of worm on there. So we're going to try one more time, and then we're going to call her quits. All right, this is going to be our last go right here, if he gets on. We'll probably miss him anyways. We missed him that time, didn't we? We missed that one. He may have got the worm. Let's move it a moment and see. We'll pull it in a little bit and see if it bites. No, he didn't get the worm. It's still there. Still biting. I think he got it that time, though. Let's see if he did. Nope. Still didn't. Darn it. You watch, I'm going to end up pulling a piece of worm off because they ain't going to end up taking it off this time. Alright, right there's a good spot. Floater's upside down, but that's alright. As long as the hook ain't on top of the floater, we're alright. I've had that on too. He's sitting there waiting for a fish to bite, not catching nothing, wondering why. You come to reeling it in, and the hook's sitting on top of the floater. I've had that happen many a times. Alright, he got it, guys. So that's going to conclude the fishing for today. Now let me see who all came in, and we'll talk a moment, then we'll get out of here. We're done with the fishing. Well, we just tangled that all up. That's all right. I'm going to hook this other floater on here before I forget. Let's see if anybody's in before I end this one. Now that I'm done playing with the fish. All right. Finish. Took my breath a moment.